What in the love and hip-hop multiverse did we just witness? Scrappy, yes. Mr. Prince of the South himself broke down on a live stream so chaotic, it made Zeus Network look like PBS Kids. And baby, this wasn't just a lil vent session. Oh no, this was a digital funeral, a southern soap opera, and a public therapy session all rolled into one, and guess who showed up uninvited? Momma Dee and Bambi, armed with shade, secrets, and receipts that could make Mona Scott Young faint. So, what triggered this emotional meltdown? Is Scrappy finally tired of being TV's favorite emotional punching bag? Did Momma Dee just expose a family secret that was never meant for the internet? And Bambi, girl, why you dragging your baby daddy like that on IG Live? One thing's for sure, this ain't your average reality TV drama. This is season 13, baby. And everything you thought you knew about Scrappy, Dee, and Bambi, throw it out. Because the truth just went live. The timeline is in flames, and the streets of Atlanta are whispering, grab your popcorn. This live stream wasn't just messy, it was career-threatening. And oh yes, we've got everything. You ever watch a man unravel in real time on the internet, while his mama and his baby mama turn the comments section into a courtroom? Because that's exactly what went down when little Scrappy hit that live stream button and unknowingly invited the entire love and hip-hop universe into the most toxic group therapy session Atlanta has ever seen. Let's back up for a second. This ain't just about a bad breakup. This is about legacy, lies, and 3 people who've been pretending to keep it cute for the cameras for far too long. Scrappy, the once beloved trap prince turned reality show regular, has officially had it. And we mean cracked voice, tear-soaked do-rag, asking the Lord why type of had it. But what made him go live in the first place? A leaked DM? A disrespectful tweet? A reunion episode gone wrong? Try all of the above. Sources say it started with a group chat and accidental screenshot that landed on Bambi's story and was deleted within minutes. But the damage? Done. The screenshot allegedly showed Scrappy saying he regretted ever filming with Bambi and that Momma Dee was always right. Oh baby, you don't come back from that. Cue Bambi. And not peaceful co-parenting Bambi. We're talking triggered, glam-ready, revenge-sipping Bambi. Within an hour of that screenshot leaking, she posted a carousel of receipts, old text messages, passive-aggressive captions from 2021, and a blurry video clip of Scrappy arguing with Momma Dee in a dressing room while muttering something about fake storylines. The caption? Since y'all love the truth so much, here. And then, Momma Dee entered the chat. She didn't post. She didn't tweet. Sis went live, in her Versace robe, on a Tuesday. She started by sipping her wine and saying, the palace has fallen, and the prince is out here blaming the queen mother. But I ain't finna be no scapegoat. Then she proceeded to unload years of suppressed drama. How Scrappy allegedly cried before every reunion taping. How Bambi would cut deals with producers behind Scrappy's back. And how both of them been faking it for love and hip-hop checks since season 8. Cue social media explosion. Twitter was a battlefield. TikTok was flooded with edits. YouTube channels went into overdrive. And Scrappy was watching it all unfold, and when he finally hit that go live button, he looked like a man who had nothing left to lose. I'm tired of y'all painting me like I'm the villain, he began, eyes bloodshot, voice shaking. Y'all think just 'cause I'm quiet, I'm guilty? Nah. I've been protecting folks who've been dragging me behind closed doors for years. He then proceeded to name names, producers, castmates, even an unnamed VH1 executive who allegedly told him to act more emotional on camera because it was good for ratings. But the real bomb dropped when he said this. I've been filming with a woman who don't even like me, raised by a woman who sees me as a check, and managed by folks who gaslight me for plotlines. That's my reality. Pause. Rewind. Play again. Because that right there, that line sent the internet into full meltdown mode. And it's where the real drama truly began. Because the moment Scrappy said Momma Dee sees him as a check, the queen mother of chaos herself went live again, this time while on the phone with Bambi. We're talking double lives, dual shade, receipts flying like confetti. And while Scrappy was still crying on his live stream, Momma Dee was over on hers calling him ungrateful, brainwashed, and a pawn in Bambi's long game of reality TV revenge. I raised him better than this, she said. But I guess the fame done raised him now. Viewers were hopping between live streams like it was the Bet Awards. The comments were lit. Not Bambi and Momma Dee tag teaming this man in for 1,000. Scrappy's tears got more plot than the whole season. Momma Dee out here narrating this man's downfall like Morgan Freeman, and in the middle of all this emotional warfare, an unexpected cameo. Erica Dixon. Yes, baby mama number 1. The original heartbreak anthem. She didn't go live. She didn't tweet. She just posted one cryptic story. A pair of laughing emojis over a screenshot of Scrappy's crying face. That's it. That was the tweet. Suddenly, it wasn't just drama. It was history. This wasn't season 13. This was season 13 years in the making. And everyone had receipts, resentment, and unresolved trauma they were ready to air. And right as Scrappy tried to gain control of his narrative, wiping tears, talking about truth will always win, and saying he just wants to co-parent in peace, Bambi Ray entered the chat, not in his comments, but in a new live stream of her own. And that's where part 2 picks up, because Bambi didn't come to talk. She came to expose.so just when we thought Scrappy's livestream breakdown was the peak of season 13's chaos. Bambi hit that go live button like she was launching a missile, not a video. And baby, she came for blood. No filter, no forgiveness, and definitely no fake lashes out of place. This wasn't a response, it was a digital eulogy for Scrappy's reputation, with Momma Dee playing backup vocals like it was a trap gospel choir. The screen lit up and Bambi was already mid-rant. Y'all wanna talk receipts? Cool. Let's talk about the time he disappeared for 3 days during our daughter's birthday weekend, said he had a show in Miami, but was really laid up with a bottle girl from Houston. I got the flight confirmations and the DoorDash order. Want me to drop the screenshots or nah? The comments went feral. Emojis flying, exclamation points in all caps, fans typing faster than their phones could handle. Drop the DoorDash, Bambi. Not the lemon pepper receipts. Bambi said forget the storyline. We doing PowerPoint tonight. But Bambi wasn't done. Not even close. She scrolled on her phone and started playing an audio recording. You could hear Scrappy's voice low, tense, tired. I only married you 'cause the network was pushing us. That's the truth. You know it. They needed a love story, and we was all they had left. Silence. Then Bambi, calm as ever. That's what he told me the night before our wedding. And y'all wonder why I stopped smiling on camera. Cue internet detonation. This wasn't just relationship drama anymore. This was fraud, deception, and a direct punch to the jaw of VH1's narrative. Viewers started digging. Reddit threads popped up in seconds. People were pulling old reunion clips, comparing body, language, syncing episodes with now leaked DMs and text messages. One fan even created a timeline chart of Scrappy's lies, complete with arrows and color coding like it was a murder board from a Netflix docuseries. And Momma Dee, she was in the comments the whole time, dropping cryptic snake emojis and heart reactions like she was co-signing every bullet point. But then she went live again, this time from her glam room, getting her wig adjusted like she was prepping for battle. And that's when she dropped the real bombshell. Let's talk about the secret meeting Scrappy had with producers before season 12, she said, sipping her wine. He told them he didn't want me on the show anymore, said I was unpredictable and messy. But y'all know what really happened. I was about to expose some things like where all them royalty checks really went. Ask him why he had 3 bank accounts under his cousin's name. Ask him. Phew. The live comment section turned into a digital crime scene. Viewers were tagging IRS memes, pulling screenshots from public records, and even highlighting moments in past episodes where Scrappy would dodge financial questions or brush off house discussions with "we working on it." The consensus? Scrappy was cooked. Even fellow castmates couldn't resist jumping in. Sierra posted a meme of someone tiptoeing away from an explosion with the caption, "Me watching this from the salon like." Spice simply tweeted, "Lord Jesus," followed by a string of fire emojis and a skull. But let's not forget, while all this was unraveling, Scrappy was still live on his own page, trying to clean up the mess while it was being made in 4000. He denied the audio clip, claimed the texts were edited, said Momma Dee was performing for clout and Bambi was weaponizing pain for likes. But none of it landed, because someone else joined the party. Erica Pinkett. Yes, that Erica, the other from way back. She went live from what looked like her bathroom with a towel on her head and a glass of red wine in her hand, like she'd been waiting for this day since 2014. "Oh, now we telling the truth?" she said with a smirk. "Cool, 'cause I got stories too. About how Scrappy tried to fly me out right after proposing to Bambi. I got the texts. I got the screenshots. I got the Zelle receipts. The chat imploded. At this point, the entire love and hip-hop fandom was sprinting from one live stream to another like it was the digital Olympics. Comment sections became therapy circles. People were live commenting like sports announcers. Bambi for the emotional knockout. Erica with the third quarter sneak diss. Momma Dee remains undefeated. But let's not act like the audience was just laughing. There was real concern in the mix too. Because behind the chaos, you had a grown man breaking down, crying, shaking, venting years of pain in front of 500,000 viewers. Mental health advocates started chiming in. Tweets were going viral saying check on Scrappy far, and this is no longer funny. And just as things began to calm, it got worse. A leaked document started circulating allegedly from a showrunner's email inbox. It was a spreadsheet titled Season 13 Conflict Map, with cast members listed in columns and rows of potential beefs to stir up for maximum ratings. Guess what storyline was at the center? Scrappy vs. Bambi and Momma Dee, emotional implosion arc. Now whether this doc was real or not didn't matter, because people believed it. And that belief was enough to send VH1 into full damage control mode. A statement dropped within hours. We do not script personal trauma. Any implications otherwise are deeply hurtful to the creative integrity of our cast. Too little too late. Because now, fans were demanding accountability. Did producers push Scrappy to keep filming through breakdowns? Was Bambi promised her own spin-off if she played villain? Was Momma Dee given more screen time in exchange for more chaos? And that's where things really spiraled, because a new anonymous source, claiming to be a production intern, sent voice memos to a gossip blogger. In them, you could hear a male voice allegedly saying, if he cries on camera again, make sure we get it from 2 angles. That's Emmy stuff. The backlash was swift. Hashtag Protect Scrappy started trending. TikToks were popping up demanding a full investigation. And for the first time in the show's long, messy history, fans weren't just calling out the cast. They were calling out the machine. But don't get it twisted, this ain't the end. Not by a long shot, because just as Bambi was ending her live, after dragging Scrappy through the mud and dusting off the receipts, someone commented, y'all ain't even told them about the Miami footage yet. And Bambi, she smirked, looked dead into the camera. Oh, and just like that, boom, the live streams ended. But the explosion was still echoing. The internet was in a chokehold. Every blog, every fan page, every group chat from Atlanta to Anchorage was dissecting one question. What's on that Miami footage? Because the way Bambi teased it, baby, it felt like she was holding nuclear codes. Within 24 hours, Miami footage was trending like it was the name of a diss track. Reddit threads hit 100 pages. YouTubers with 200 subscribers suddenly had 200,000 views. Everyone was guessing. Was it a fight? A secret meeting? A confession? A cheating tape? And then, just before midnight, a 12-minute video leaked on a burner Instagram page called @realitytv. No captions, no hashtags, just the title, Scrappy. Miami Hotel, July 2022. The quality was grainy, like security cam footage, but there was no mistaking the voice. Scrappy laughing, hugging someone, then Bambi's voice off camera. You got me effed up. This what you call a business meeting. The footage cuts to chaos. Scrappy lunging toward the camera, a woman screaming, a hotel employee trying to intervene, someone yelling, don't post that, Bambi. Too late. It was posted. It was downloaded. It was everywhere. And just like that, Scrappy's season 13 arc went from troubled ex to caught in 4,000 villain. Fans couldn't believe it. Because up until now, there was some sympathy for Scrappy. Sure, he was messy. Sure, he cried on live. But there was still that aura of a man trying to do right by his family, just struggling in public. Now, that image was torched, burnt, ashes. The fallout was immediate. Sponsors pulled out. A vodka brand that had just partnered with Scrappy dropped a statement the next morning. We do not endorse behavior that disrespects women, families, or hotel housekeeping staff. Fellow cast members distanced themselves. Young Jock posted a photo of himself in a church pew with the caption, "Redemption starts with repentance." Rashida commented under a gossip post, "Phew, you never really know people." Even Spice, who usually stays messy, went silent, and that said a lot. But the most shocking move, VH1 went ghost. No press release. No damage control. Just silent storyboarding behind the scenes. Rumors swirled that execs were having emergency meetings about whether to scrap the season 13 finale or lean into the chaos and rebrand it as the breakdown episode. Meanwhile, Scrappy's team was in full crisis PR mode. His Instagram went dark. Twitter deactivated. His cousin Reggie, yes, that cousin was the only one still posting, tweeting. Y'all only hearing one side. Scrappy ain't perfect. But y'all love to cancel black men having a moment. Wait for the truth. Too little. Way too late. Because the truth, or at least the perception of it, was already controlling the narrative. And then, out of nowhere, Momma Dee dropped a diss track. A whole track. Title: Courtroom Confessional Cover Art. A photo of Scrappy edited into an orange jumpsuit, crying. She released it exclusively on SoundCloud, of course, and the bars were vicious. You disowned. Ya mama on TV for views. Now karma in 4,000 showing all your moves. You lied on Bambi and tried to gaslight. Now everybody see you crying every night. Within 6 hours, it had 2 million plays. Memes everywhere. TikTok remixes. People uploading dance challenges. Someone even edited Scrappy's crying live stream into a fake music video. It was a funeral, but instead of flowers, they brought ring lights and Wi-Fi, and that's when the real world got involved. TMZ picked up the story. Bet released an op-ed. Rolling Stone posted a piece titled, Love and Hip Hop and the Art of the Breakdown. But the worst part, the legal stuff started creeping in. An anonymous source from inside VH1's legal department leaked that Scrappy's lawyers were considering action against the network for emotional exploitation. Another source claimed Bambi had already consulted with attorneys about releasing more footage. In the event VH1 tries to edit around the truth, and then a cease and desist letter hit the blogs, addressed to @RealAlTruths, demanding removal of unauthorized footage, citing defamation, privacy violations, emotional distress. But by then, that footage had been screen recorded, subtitled, reaction videoed, and probably dubbed into different languages by international gossip channels. It was out. It was done. And now, Scrappy's legacy is hanging by a thread that's fraying in front of everyone's eyes. Let's be clear, this isn't just a reality TV scandal anymore. This is a case study in brand collapse. Because while Scrappy's emotional breakdown was real, so was the manipulation, the mess, and the mountain of receipts backing it all up. This saga has officially crossed over into the mainstream. Psychologists on TikTok are breaking it down like it's a textbook trauma response. Financial experts are calculating how much Scrappy could lose in potential sponsorships. Activists are calling for better protection for cast members navigating real-life issues on scripted platforms. But perhaps the wildest twist of all? Love and Hip Hop Season 13 finale trailer dropped, and the tagline? This season, truth isn't just revealed, it's leaked. VH1 is leaning in. They're marketing Scrappy's breakdown as the most explosive finale in franchise history. There's a slow-mo shot of Momma Dee slamming a wine glass down. Bambi saying, "I'm done lying for cameras." Scrappy walking out of a confessional, muttering, "Y'all ruined my life." They know what they're doing. They want ratings. And they know this mess will deliver. But it begs the question, at what cost? Because even though Scrappy may try to clap back, release a statement, or drop a tell-all interview, some things you can't walk back from. Not when the world watched your empire fall in real time. Not when your mama dropped a diss track and it charted higher than your last mixtape. Not when your daughter's future Google searches will pull up Miami footage before father-daughter dance. This ain't just reality TV anymore. This is reputation warfare, digital destruction, and Dolby surround sound. And Scrappy, he was the first one in, and the last one standing might not be him. So now the question is, whose side are you on? Was Scrappy the victim of emotional sabotage, or just a messy man finally getting exposed in 4,000? Is Bambi the truth teller we never saw coming, or a master manipulator with receipts? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this season 13 drama just flipped the whole game. And trust there's more coming. So smash that like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another meltdown, expose, or live stream gone wrong. Because in this reality show circus, the tea never stops spilling, and we've got front row seats.